All right, hello, hello.
Hello, friends.
All right, and everyone has audio, so we are good.
Woo.
Now I feel like I have like a complex or something. It's like it didn't work like twice, and now it's not going to work every time. Hi.
Hello.
We are back on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. We're still in the first part of this trial. Yeah, and everything has been shooken up because this is a Mia trial. So, recap. Phoenix is in the hospital bed reading about Mia's first case, in which her co-counsel was Diego Armando, aka Godot, before the Wa virus bleached his hair and necessitated his conversion into a cyborg. Yeah, what's up with, like, what's up with the wearing the toaster?
Yeah.
Anyways, the victim was Sergeant Hawthorne, who our defendant says lied in her testimony that put him on death row, met him alone, and we have to prove Edgeworth's eyewitness is also lying about the Bridget scarf. Also, Mia went back at you when Edgeworth called her a novice bimbo. He's a novice bimbo. And our coffee counter is probably gonna stay at 1 for this case. I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah. He's not the one really on this camp.
Yeah.
No, he's not stressed.
Well, that and, just thinking about, like, he's in a different place now, so it's not like they can reuse the same sprite. What a symphony.
Excuse me.
Shall we get started?
Yeah.
Oh, another country headphone.
Are they okay?
I'm sure a leaf just went by our house. I don't know. They're protecting me though, so I feel super safe.
Mm-hmm.
Am I
You are the judge.
Oh, I barely remember who I am.
You are the Canadian judge. You're Diego. You were Gumshoe.
Is that it?
So far, yeah.
Currently? Okay. Now let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons in attack mode the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Witness, what is your name and occupation? Please don't make this a hard time for me. Oh, shit!
I don't remember who was Dahlia last time.
Who opened up the window where these butterflies come from?
I think it was me. I think it was me?
I know it wasn't me because I was Mia.
Yeah.
Hey,
I honestly...
You want to take
I can do it.
Cool. Everyone is so silent I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it?
Yes, every time we touch, I can't feel. Okay.
Please.
You look as...
Please, Mr. Judge, do not touch the witness.
Stranger danger. You look as scrumptious as a dozen double
What?
and a dozen donut holes.
I think that's
What?
Tim Hortons?
Right?
No, the coffee shop up in Canada.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that's a reference to that.
Uh,
It's like Tim Hortons, I think it is.
yes, I believe that is correct. But also, I don't know, so it sounds right.
We're not Canadian.
If anyone knows what a double-double is, I assume it's a double shot espresso, but I'm probably wrong. There were donut holes.
I don't know.
I know what those are.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
No! Whoa!
Hey, not so fast!
Mhm.
Yeah.
As I said before.
Hmm?
Okay. Oh. First of all, that was creepy, Your Honor. Second of all, the witness is very sensitive and delicate. Don't take that as a donut reference. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her, and please refrain from calling her a donut ever again.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman.
I'd like to point out that this is the same fucking man that exposed Adrian Andrews' codependency and desire for suicide in the middle of a courtroom like 5 years later. Anyways,
A lot has changed, hasn't it?
bitch.
Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man.
If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me.
Selective gentlemanism.
Sir. Yes, my dear? This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Great, cool, definitely gonna trust your testimony. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble it might cause.
Ma'am, we know you tried to murder a man. Or I guess she did murder a man. In the future.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Foster.
Lies!
Mhm.
I mean,
I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
I hope this is not Doki Doki Literature Club. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate?
What? How can you be so mean?
Where did that wind come from? That's what I wanted.
What did I do?
Now see here. What are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you for killing her evidence.
Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken.
I do.
Huh? Is she staring at me?
No, she's staring into your soul. There's a difference.
And you would be...
Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey.
I see. So you are...
I'm the bitch who's gonna get you declared guilty.
Yes.
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
Damn butterflies everywhere. Damn.
She's gonna fucking lie.
So much lying. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Why the fuck you lying?
That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here.
Isn't there an obvious problem with that?
Yeah.
In that she couldn't see anything because there's a giant rock in the way?
Yeah.
I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. Please lay down. Make the choices. Thank you. So you took the photo from the location, eh? That location. I was reaching my eyeball. I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Oh, what a cute camera, just like its owner.
Sir,
I bet it's Sanrio.
you're at least like 60 years older than her. Please stop.
Yeah.
All right then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
Your Honor, quit simping.
All right, let's do this.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers.
Did you say wildflowers?
Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers.
But it's only February.
Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
It's not how nature works!
Oh, I know just how you feel. Oh, Jesus, sorry. It's just like that when I first started growing this. Just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly.
Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge.
Was there anything strange about the two of them?
I am a bad girl, I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom.
Ew.
No, not at all. Everyone is like that. Normalize it. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it.
You're watching Squid Game, aren't you? Damn it! Doesn't look like the rest of Twitter. Anyway.
Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
Too much info, Your Honor.
What? Ah, I see. So you want to be one of those Jerry Springer judges. Okay. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were. It's kind of weird.
Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Do you have any idea what they were fighting about?
No. I have no idea. Why do you ask that?
Oh, I just thought that maybe you heard what they said. Oh no, we made her cry.
Crying. I would never eavesdrop.
But you were watching them like a piece of Tom.
But I've got more class than that.
Good.
Right, Miss Faye? Don't drag the witness down to your level.
We never said Mia does either of these things. What level?
That's when I hurried and took a photo that shows the crucial moment.
Well, it's obviously not that photo.
No.
No.
No. only became a judge so I could eat popcorn and watch the drama.
This does
That's
not
what you're
seem
so
like the crucial
sorry.
moment. I'm gonna press this, but I think that that's the issue. Why did you take a photo?
Well, the two of them were really going at it. But since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over.
Smells like a lie to me.
Yep.
Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still
no.
use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this.
America's Got Talent.
All I could do was to use my camera. I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police.
I'm gonna press her on that. This doesn't seem like a crucial moment to me. Witness. When you when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
Oh, well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
No.
Oh yeah, I made one good point.
Homer Simpson.
My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion, assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. And, I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film in this modern age?
This looks like a digital camera. Doesn't say digital, but,
And I can kind of guess where the film went, if it is a film camera. But also, like, a lot of digital cameras are built like that, so they look like old school cameras.
Yeah.
This photo was the last one.
What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all the photographs she took that day.
Yeah, well, I think you're full of shit.
Thank you. All the other photos are of the witness herself playing amongst the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos?
It's called a selfie, oh my god.
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
Did they have that with film cameras? They probably did. I don't know what. Like, all I can think of for film cameras is, you know, the little single-use ones that you get.
Where's her selfie stick? Oh my god.
I know.
What year is it?
So, you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once, too.
Dick pics do not count. Please, no details!
Seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so divisive after all.
Well, fuck you, Your Honor.
Canonically, this is around 2013.
Wait! Just a minute!
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, if that's even your real name, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Oh.
Oh,
Oh
buddy.
my god. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Oh, buddy.
Just thank you. I'll be here all day.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight or the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Sister Judge.
Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk.
Huh. Looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening.
It is.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers.
Okay, so that's still part of this current one. Okay, so what has changed? Two people standing on him. They started fighting. Okay, the victim turned around and tried to run away. The victim. Why do you think she tried to run away? With her police
I don't know.
training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If I had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
What the
What?
fuck does quaggy mean?
Yeah, well, even I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Quag.
Okay,
It sounds,
I gotta Google
sounds like
it.
quack.
I'm on
Is it a duck noise? Quack? Like
Marshy
Quagsire,
or
the
Boggy?
Pokemon?
So
Oh.
it's marshy or boggy or flabby or soft.
A flabby woman? What?
Okay, let me just say,
is
fuck you, Edgeworth.
flabby is related to quagmire, a word for a patch of wet land that feels soft underfoot, but etymologists are not sure if where the first half or the latter word originates.
From the Pokemon, Quagsire, whee!
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so he's either calling us a swampy bitch or or a flabby bitch.
The casual misogyny is strong here, man.
Yeah.
Quaggy?
I guess if he's talking about like a quagmire, like a conundrum, a problem, it's still not great, but I like
Yeah.
it better than flabby.
Then flabby.
Yeah, really. Why you?
If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
There's
Your Honor,
still
we don't need to know your hobbies.
there's still something wrong with this testimony.
She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back.
So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him?
Well, it's a narrow bridge, and it was swaying back and forth. You asked me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her. That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Huh, does it now? You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
Well, thanks, Sherlock.
Wow, we have great help
As
today.
always.
I know. If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be
real
careful,
name.
kitten. The girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're gonna have to come up with something really good, Mia. Okay, I think I know what the issue is. So the victim turned around and tried to run away. But if we look at this picture, and we know where she was standing, this means that the victim had to have been standing on the wrong side of the bridge. If she turned around to run that direction, she would have fallen. And I think I'd rather fall into the river than fall down on whatever land is there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with this.
Well, how far did she say that she ran? She got away?
Not
10
very
yards.
far. 10 yards.
Okay, but guesstimating. So on that map, it shows like what 5 yards looks like, and 10 yards is that entire length of that bridge. I don't think that's exactly what. Like it's practically that entire bridge.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really the hole that they want us to pick in it, but I'm gonna pick it anyway.
I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Bitch.
What? But I just. Excuse me, I forgot it was me. Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make this witness cry.
One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you say there were 2 contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
In the face.
What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Beautiful young lady would never do that.
Never.
Objection. Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
He means he's about to lie too.
Can't say that yet, but yeah, maybe. There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say?
What are you referring to?
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It is a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints on it. Of it, sorry.
So you're saying?
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. Ha ha ha.
You lying hoe. I missed what Mia just said, but you lying hoe.
Something ridiculous.
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to
you
the court.
can't prove that it's fixed or good either.
That is
True. Photoshop what? I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Whoopsies!
My bad.
Happy.
Who's all up for beating up Edgeworth after this trial?
Me. Beat myself up. It's fine.
Ha, that guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward!
All's fair in love and war. And peace.
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all.
God damn it. Why is it that when we can flash that we have boobs, no one cares that we have boobs?
Yep. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on.
She says as she smiles.
With the butterflies?
Uh-huh. We're on your side, Miss Foster.
Not all of us, but there's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Friend.
Yes, sir.
Spill the tea.
Alright, let's see where this goes.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. And he carried her over to the car.
We already have a problem. She could not have seen where that car was.
Yep.
I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that!
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet!
That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack! Yeah, we're gonna press a little bit, because she's been a pain in the ass.
And after he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms.
Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge?
Actually...
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense.
I hate you, Edgeworth.
If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness?
No need to be so rude.
Edgeworth, you, me, behind the courthouse as soon as this fucking trial's over.
No, I'll be good, mommy.
Oh, well, young lady.
We're gonna see who's quaggy.
I'll show you what quaggy really looks like.
Of course, she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
How considerate of him.
We're one step too slow.
And then what did the defendant do after that?
Then he carried her over to the car.
You personally witnessed that.
Yes.
Lying bitch. Did anything strange happen when he did that?
Well, I don't know if you call it strange or not. There's a dead body. But that's when the victim's scarf fell off. You mean this scarf?
Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
You know what? I'm going to call her on this because this doesn't make sense. Because if she was standing there, she should not have been able to see the car. This is probably a trap, but you know what? Fuck you, Edgeworth. It was not it.
Yeah. We tried to be impulsive. No!
It happens.
It do happens.
I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
I should probably be a little more judicious from, in the times that I start, like just wildly submitting evidence. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself?
This big guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult.
Well, yes, but let's remember that they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that?
With a good attitude, yeah. Well, the fact of the matter is that he did.
Says you.
That kind of talk is just silly.
Wow.
We're like,
Why?
nah, yeah.
Why did he get so emotional all of a sudden?
Because he did.
Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us.
I mean, there's gotta be something. Obviously, it's not that he, drove the car onto the bridge.
Well, I can look it up.
Yeah, 'cause the rest of this is just her saying some speculation.
Yeah, I'd say that's not actual testimony if you're just saying things.
Yeah. We're cheating now because I have gotten us into a pickle.
Yeah, our life points took a hit.
All I have to say is, Edgeworth, I will beat you up. And I can't do it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm scared for what happens after the court.
Okay, so we're in her running from the crime.
Yep.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms, carried her, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Present the Dusky Bridge map on Statement 3, which is, I suppose, that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Did we do this?
No, I presented it at 2, which personally I think made more sense, but a killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Yeah, just throw it off the bridge.
Yeah. Yeet. Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area, and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
You use my words against me, I'm going to use yours against you. In the kidnapping
Damn
5
it.
years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found.
Huh.
If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
Do that, fam.
Order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye.
You can go smoke a maple lollipop, Your Honor.
Mhm.
But I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Oh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
Strong words for a man who sat there and went, well, maybe the bridge wasn't broken, I don't know.
Eh,
What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
I hate you.
Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car.
Certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, that mean lady might yell at you again. Oh,
Who is he talking
want that.
about?
All right. I'll do my best.
don't worry about the mean old lady. Ugh.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up and
Okay.
carried her over to the car.
Can we call her on not being able to see the car yet?
I hope so.
Hold on.
'Cause that'd be great.
Here. Earlier. Okay, so we got through that. So Falls could have hid the body in an easier way by just throwing it over the river. It seems kind of odd that Falls did, but Edgeworth will again reassure the court that your theory doesn't really change the fact that Falls did. So what you just said was trivial. Edgeworth has Melissa replace her third statement. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there. Present either the witness photo or the dusty bridge map to this statement. Melissa claims to have seen the car itself, but that's not possible.
Finally.
There you go.
We could have talked about this ages ago and skipped the last conversation, but, well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Huh? It done what?
Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
I'd like to say I have a lot of fucking confidence for someone who keeps getting told their assertions are without merit. But you know what? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes. And?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
Ah,
That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could have not possibly seen the killer's car. Now wait for fucking Edgeworth to sit here and go, well, you don't know that the rock was there.
yeah.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock.
Okay, I was joking.
However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. Duh.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
Lies.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff.
Ah.
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
No!
Another hurricane force wind just blew through.
Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Hullabaloo, sir, but Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusion.
Why? It's all we've done this trial.
And the fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh. Mr. Judge? Wrong voice. Yes, me, just wrong voice. What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong.
You forgot a cliff? Hey, wait a minute! You can't just say that!
Objection. Yeah, she can. Anyway, Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Arguably me, but...
Yes, indeed, quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, and to forgive is divine.
Well, I guess I'm not divine then.
Yeah.
I am inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here, who is lying on the stand.
What? That's not fair!
We're doing it.
Save the tears for later, kitten.
Am I the only one who cares about perjury here?
Yeah.
Mr. Armando!
Yeah. Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair!
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. You need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side. You're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom.
I feel like she's going to, say something like, oh, I just, obviously it was obvious, and he's going to look at me and go, well, I believe her, you're good.
Exactly. Is he a simp?
Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there was marks left on the trunk lid. You know that?
Yeah.
How?
I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
Ma'am, you're just getting more suspicious.
Yeah.
What?
How do you know about the
See that
scratch
photo.
mark?
It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. Obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Indeed. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? Yes. How does she know? Can I say it doesn't work?
It don't work.
Correct, yes.
Yes.
It don't work.
Melissa Foster, it looks like you've finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her.
Huh. Getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was, did she happen to be passing by? Did she put the corpse in herself? Or is she the owner of the car? I'm pretty sure it's number 2. Because just passing by, you would not necessarily notice some scratches. And if she's the owner of the car, the scratches wouldn't have been on the thing until when the incident happened. Which means that she wouldn't have seen it when, you know, like she couldn't have seen it before.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yay.
All of the above, yeah.
There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes, what is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself.
Dun dun dun.
The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous. I could never. He was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that...
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
Yeah, but he had to have the key to make it run. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
Objection! Preposterous to suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. Oh, I just... wait about that. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
Hi, Edgeworth, I think you're full of shit. Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself.
Timer.
Because it has a timer function on it. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture.
Objection. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye?
I'm pretty sure I spelled it out just 5 seconds ago, my dude.
That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred?
In the car?
And answering that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question.
Alright, where was she? And of course I can't look at my evidence. I'll tell you what my first instinct is. It's in the victim's place. Because we can't see Valerie's face in that photo.
True.
And we know, like, she can't obviously pretend to be the killer because we've seen him. So there's only 2 places she could have been, right? Here, or just somehow hanging out by the car. But, if I remember correctly, there was that note, and we know that she's Dahlia, and that had something to do with saying that we needed to talk about Dahlia. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah! Yes, Marty.
Naturally, the witness
The answers.
was right here.
But that's where the victim, Ms. Hawthorne, was standing.
Her name's Dahlia Hawthorne. Nice.
Order, order, order. Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
Stay down. Stay down.
How
Maverick.
asinine. Of course, Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
Dude, just because you say it does not mean it's true. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard of anything more ridiculous in my life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
Mr. Edgeworth, you need to
leave.
fucking listen. It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness, like I just said 2 seconds ago.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Me?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But she needed to wear a colored scarf?
Hmm?
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Falls, wear white scarf for identification. Gotta go for it. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's
note
face.
or the scarf.
Oh, yeah. I was worried it was going to be the scarf as soon as I hit the button, but you know what? We go for it. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf.
Ah.
It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
No.
She vanished. Oh shit.
Yeah, she
And
passed
her
out.
butterfly. Her butterflies too.
Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
Hmm.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
Only question is, why'd she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit. Yeah, he means motive, my dude.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself. We'll start again. Until then, the court is in recess, and that sounds like a great time for us to pause.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep. Same.
Now, the defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hell yeah, Your Honor. Understood.
Very well, the court is in recess.
All right, and we have
The
hit it to be
pulpit.
continued.
Woo!
Yay!
Jern did it.
All right. Gonna save our shit here.
Huh.
All right. So we're gonna end here for tonight. Because I've gotten us down to under half health, and yeah.
Yeah, good time.
Anyways, I know you called me smart before this, and just remember that I wasted most of our life points.
No, we Gucci.
Anyways, so next stream is Sunday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Mana and I will be starting Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. I always have to think before I say that one.
Same.
So yeah, come join us for that. Otherwise, we'll be back on Tuesday for the next part of this case. I had something else I was going to say, and I have completely spaced it.
Wash your hands, wear a mask, get vaccinated.
Make good choices.
Stay sassy.
Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.